Hi, I'm Tom Tincher, the Planning and General Purposes Committee here on Scranton Avenue. Pleased to see you today, and I want you to see what we have to show you on Scranton Avenue. We've got restaurants, we have retail, and one of the outstanding retail establishments is Peg Ann Kompany. We're standing in front of her store right now, but we can go inside. Why don't you follow me? Peg Ann, just the person we were talking about out on the street. And
hi, Tom. Good to see you.
And who's this?
This is Kathy Horton. Hello.
Kathy, nice to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Tom
We're here
Tincher.
with Peg Ann and Kathy. We're going to take a look around the store now, just as we promised when we were outside. Where should we start?
Let's start with Kathy Horton's things.
Kathy, show us what you have over here.
Okay, well, my name's Kathy Horton, and I met Peg about 8 years ago, and I came in with a piece of my jewelry on, and she fell in love with it, so I decided to show her more of my things.
This is your display here.
All these things that I make by hand in my house, and everything is one of a kind.
Where's your house?
I live in Libertyville.
Libertyville?
Yes.
So you're a commuter.
Yes, I am. Takes me 15
And how did you get started in the jewelry business?
I took a few classes at the high school, and then
Lake Forest High School?
No, in Libertyville High School. And I fell in love with it, and I just started testing it and falling in love with different products and different stones, and started making one thing and led into another. And I use very simple products to make a simple piece of jewelry that anybody can wear at a very reasonable price.
And how did you hook up with Peg Ann?
She walked in one day, had my piece on, she fell in love with it, and I was hoping she would. So then
it was all planned.
It was all planned.
Was she shopping?
Yes, she
bit.
was with some girlfriends.
But I had an intention. So
she had the piece on it.
When did you start all this?
Let's see, I was a secretary at East School, and I just wanted to make a little bit of extra money, so I went down to a class reunion in Havana, Illinois, where I'm from. Then I went to Springfield to a cute little shop. The gals sold charms and charm bracelets, and that's kind of what I thought. Maybe that's what I'll start with.
Now, refresh my memory. How long have you been here on Scranton Avenue?
8.5 years.
And you had a smaller shop originally, didn't you?
Just this half.
And you expanded?
Several years ago
west.
into the next
And
room.
what did you start with? Jewelry?
Jewelry and a few gifts.
And now I see you have clothing.
Yep.
And you have objects d'art.
Yes, we do. We have a little bit of everything.
Now you have a Libertyville artist. Who else do you have that would
We
be
have
local?
Lake Bluff. We have Charlotte Robbins Music, and we have a lot of different
they're from
artists.
Northbrook, from Chicago.
And Kathy's sister's from Green Bay, Wisconsin. We have her.
And somebody from Door County, as I recall.
Yep. Turtles.
Why don't you,
purses.
Turtle Ridge.
Turtle Ridge.
Why don't you take the camera around and show off some of these things you've been talking about?
Okay.
Off you go.
All right. Let's see.
Now, we saw Kathy's jewelry. Who created this for you?
This is Kathy's sister, Marlene Reagan, and she is from Green Bay, Wisconsin. And she does a lot with the stone. Here's another place that she has her jewelry. She does a lot with beach stones from Great Lakes. Her husband finds them and polishes them and drills holes, and then she does jewelry, makes jewelry from those. And then this is a kind of a new look for her. She does the enamel work, and she's very popular.
So Kathy and her sister are probably one of your more reliable and resources.
Kathy's my best seller. She does great stuff.
That brings up a good question. I know you like to have answers ready, so I'll ask this question. What are your best sellers?
Well,
You
Kathy
just-
Horton really with the jewelry,
Yeah.
and then we sell so many different things.
I see you have a lot of accessories, and for instance, this scarf. Now, who would have created that, and how did that fit into Kathy and her sister's jewelry?
Just the color, we put it together. This is Baba Zuzu. They're from Michigan, and they're made from recycled clothes. I'm modeling. This is an Anne Wren jacket. Kathy's got another one on. This is Anne Wren. So we carry a lot of different clothes and jewelry and.
Let's go look at the clothes.
Okay.
What's this? I see something here, and it looks like it's all ready to be shown, but isn't that what you wear every day?
Yes, it is. This is my favorite piece. They're all charms, handmade charms from Debbie Sanfilippo. She's an artist in New York, and it's just my favorite thing. All our grandbabies and the birth dates and everything is custom. And
how does she get all that information on there? Do you have to tell her in advance what you want?
We just design our own thing, and we tell them the name and the date and whatever we want on it.
Let me put this down and we'll go over in the other room.
Great.
Let's take a look in here. We've got some apparel, I think. What do we have here?
These are scarves. We have quite an array of scarves. They're just very popular this season. Hobo purses.
Hobo, is that a brand name? International?
Yep, they're from New York. This is some handmade t-shirts from a gal in Michigan, Ann Arbor. And we have
hats. I see hats, scarves. I see more jewelry, sweaters.
These are some fun gloves that a gal from Wisconsin has made. And then there's also the Baba Zuzu gloves. They're very fun, very warm. They do the fingerless gloves. We have a lot of different products that they do. They do hats. And,
are they all made by a recycle?
They're all recycled pieces.
Now this is seasonal. What do you have for other holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's and Easter and?
Well, Easter we do a lot of bunny things. And
it's a very seasonal business, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Let's keep looking.
Okay, here's some more scarves. We have these scarves. We carry frames. These t-shirts are from some gals in Libertyville that Kathy knows, and they have put together
different
this
shirts,
line.
Yeah, that relate to women and all the different types of women that are out there, and trying to fit all the different personalities. Something that's very casual that they can wear. This is a new company that just started about 3 months ago. So
we do carry some baby things over here. These are some little sweaters and scarves that are all handmade in Bolivia. And they're just darling. We have those little hats to match. They also do the Scouts hat for adults. And these have been very popular. Scarves to match.
What are the baby spoons?
These just little baby gifts. We have quite a few little things that will work very nicely for babies.
Where do you get all these things? Do you travel to Bolivia and find these things in your spare time? I notice you're gone on weekends.
Actually, Martha Peterson is from Lake Bluff, and her mother is in Bolivia. She's got this whole thing
so
started.
Martha's mom is your contact down there? What other imported things do you have that, you were showing us things from Libertyville, and we talked to Karen, and what else comes from overseas?
Oh, not that much, just, we do mostly local.
I noticed you have a lot of leather goods. And I noticed one of them came from Door County, and I asked you about that earlier. My neighbor up there, you met her where?
At Lake Forest Art Fair,
art
show.
Labor Day.
Yes.
Where else do you find these goodies that you are really unique for having?
We mostly go to the Chicago Gift Show and Style Max down in the city.
And Kurt picks them up in the golf course?
he goes with. He's a good buyer too. So Kathy and Pam and we all go together and pick out. Pam's another gal that's been with us a long time. And
so if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, you have a website, a Twitter,
we're working on a website. So
you have a face page?
No. But we do have a website coming up.
And we see your ads in a lot of the community programs that come up, like the Pink Rabbit Ball or the community capers. You're always involved in those. So do those kinds of things help you bring in customers and keep you related to the community?
Yes, I think they do, and it's word of mouth is the best advertisement there is.
And you have a lot of that. How far away do your customers come from?
Oh golly, Chicago. I've met somebody at the airport, and she saw what I had on, and she wanted to
drag
come
her
up
up
here.
here.
So she came from Naperville, actually.
So you're a destination for a lot of people, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
And you've been here long enough to built quite a clientele, I would think. Now, if someone was watching this today and wanted to come here, how would they find you, and how could they call you ahead of time?
They can just call 234-1413.
And what's the address?
79 East Scranton Avenue.
And what are you going to be called?
Peg Ann Kompany.
Why the K?
K is for my husband, Kurt.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom.
We just left Peg Ann down here on Scranton in Lake Bluff, and we're now at Voila next door. So Voila, let's go inside and see Susie McMurray, the owner and proprietor. She's waiting for us. Come on in and follow me. Susie, hi.
Tom, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Just fine, thanks.
Good to see you here today.
Welcome to Voila.
Meet Susie McMurray. She's the person we were talking about out front. Happy to be
Nice
here.
see you.
What we wanted to do today was find out how long you've been here, how you got here, why you stayed in business here, and what do you have today that attracts so many people over such a long period of time?
Well, this is starting my 8th year, and Voila was a dream. Literally, someone in my sleep said, you can do this. And I had a friend who had a French antique store in northern Michigan, and I tracked her down in France, and I said, can I ever do what you do there in Lake Bluff? And she said, sure, I'm the best teacher you can have. I've done this for 25 years. So I started out with French antiques, added linens, French ribbons, French soaps, and then I got into French things, even though they might be made in Japan, but or China now.
They had a French feel anyway, didn't they?
They had a French feel.
Who else has been involved with you over the years as this developed?
About 3 years ago, Liz Moffat Birmingham, who owned Moonspun Gifts around the corner,
With Chris Moses.
with Chris Moses,
Yes.
they had closed the shop, and Chris moved on to other things, and Liz was going to retire, and I offered to take off some of her vendors and have greeting cards and
Like,
the Tervis tumblers and gift items that I didn't carry, and I thought that would be a great way to bring more customers in. And Liz said, well, how about I come with them? So she became my partner, and thus you see more jewelry, more clothing, more gifts, and fun things for everyone, hopefully.
can you take us on a tour?
I would love to take
Let's
you
go in
on
the
a
back,
tour.
and I noticed you can go over by the cash register down in the back here. We got a lot
Right.
of stuff.
This is our desk here. This is our resident jeweler is Sophia Ferrero. We love her stuff, and
You have interesting towels around too with little sayings on them. Is that one of your tricky items?
they're great, and they fly out of here. They all have great sayings on them, and we've decided that we should have a contest with our customers to name your own towel, and whoever wins would get a $25 gift certificate.
They put a
to the
saying on
store.
it, or
Put
their
a
own?
saying. Make up the saying, and we'd have a contest to see who would.
And they'd be custom printed? And
Exactly, and they could have their towel
Clever.
imprint in the store.
Who won?
No one yet. We haven't done it.
Oh, you're
This
doing
is
it.
something we want to do. So,
Oh, okay.
we have greeting cards in the back in the tradition of the old Lake Bluff Pharmacy.
Oh.
When you couldn't find the greeting cards in the front that you wanted,
Yeah.
there was always a box in the back for people who needed a different kind of card.
Or
So,
in the basement like
or in the
you.
basement.
Let's go in the
Okay.
other room.
Last November, I expanded, and we took over the space that had been the Downtown Dog, where she went downtown to concentrate on her shop at Macy's. And it was the best thing we've ever done. We've had great business, great results. Everyone has loved the expansion, and it's just been wonderful. And
Tell us about these.
all these linens come from France. They are hand screened, and so that makes them special, but also very colorful.
A nice texture.
And these, the smooth ones are Voila, and the more textured ones are Garnier Thibault. But as you can see, the colors are magnificent. And when you get into the Christmas and different patterns, it's just the more color in them, the more work they put into them.
Are
These
these-
cloths actually come from my vendor, Diane Baker, who lives in Lake Bluff
Oh.
and sells French linens. So she's the one who brought these to my attention, and they've been a great seller. Great.
I was looking behind us. We have children's clothes back here. Do you want to go back and take a look at that?
Okay, we have just a little section back here for children, not to ever be forgotten, that people are always looking for great little baby toys. We have blankets, stuffed animals, and I love my old-fashioned books.
A Mother
they are
Goose.
just the cutest cutout type books that are just give it a touch of nostalgia.
Now, what age group are you aiming for there? Are those 2-year-olds? Or?
Yes, possibly. They're books for mom and dad
Mom
to
has
read
to read
to
it.
the kids, sure. We have lunch boxes and backpacks for the older kids. And we have a lot of little toys that are pick-up things that are, you know, compatible for the older kids who love to just have something to do.
Earlier you talked about antiques as used as props and settings. What's this chair that I see behind our cameraman?
I have a pair of those chairs. They are old club chairs, probably from a hotel in Paris, and I bought them at the flea market in Paris.
They're great.
They're wonderful. They're actually pretty comfortable.
One's at home?
Yes, one's at home. They have actually been used in a couple of plays at Lake Forest High School.
Oh, great.
So I also use my furniture as props. Scott Phelps uses them. At
You're very
Philadelphia
active in the theater groups here in
I
Lake
was
Bluff,
a
aren't
theater
you?
major at Barra College.
And a singer?
Yes, I sing still with the Buckthorns.
And the
And
Buckthorns
Derek
have
Stout occasionally.
the Buckthorns have 2 CDs out, a seasonal
Yes.
and an all things considered.
Right.
Let's take a look at what we have over here, Susie. What is this?
This is our new line, Dick and Jane. It's been very well received, and it looks great on all body shapes and types.
Nice.
And it's casual wear for teaching, for you know, just day wear, working. Very
Vests,
comfortable.
long sleeve,
there's
short
vests,
sleeve,
long
skirts,
sleeve, short sleeves,
pants.
some great stuff. And they mix and match, so they do.
Mhm.
The fabrics all work together.
They blend,
even though
yeah.
they're tweed or you know, stripes or.
The colors are good too for that kind of mixing. How about over here?
This is willow jackets. We sell a ton of these, and they come in bright colors for the springtime, for the fall. Every time they come out with a new jacket, and there's always some cute little detail on the back, or the cuff, or the collar that.
And they're
makes them
competitively
universe.
priced.
Yes, they are. These we call them our recession-proof jackets.
But you have something here that looks like a one of a kind.
This is the best line we carry. It's just flying out of here. It's Samuel Dong. And I'm wearing a Samuel Dong shirt. We have great raincoats that are made by him, a great little tuxedo shirt, and then to accent, you know, all of our stuff, we buy a lot of things from local people who come in and just want to, you know, they sew, so they sell scarves or whatever, and these came from a local woman. So
Are there
great.
clothing designers in Lake Bluff or Lake Forest that you know of?
Not that I know of, but anybody can be a designer.
Yeah.
And you can ship it overseas, and anyone will be able to, if you have a pattern or if you have a picture of what you want, they will make it for you.
And you
So
can,
we're talking about doing something for the shop that would be our own design. It might be a coat or a jacket or something.
a
So
signature line of your
we're
own.
gonna try. We're gonna
Then you'll
see.
have to have a show
Well, yeah.
with a runway.
Right. That would be complicated in this little space, but if we ever get that far, we'll let you know.
It's, yeah, we have to bring a camera in. It was a 6-foot-long runway. Well, let's move into the benching area over
Okay.
here. Susie, let's go on over here in the corner. I think we can make it past. There we go. We were talking about these. We wanted to take another look at these, and I
Right.
think you have some things on the rack behind you.
Oh, these are just great, more Samuel Dong jackets that are just great for cocktail parties
Yeah.
or weddings, any kind of party, dances.
Pink Rabbit Ball, the whole
Yes,
thing.
there you go. And over here is our best-selling blouse. Every year it comes with a new twist to it. I'm
Is this
wearing it in
stretchy?
sangria. It is. It's called a ruched waist, and it's very flattering.
Sangria. I was going to ask what
Yeah.
that color was.
And the red is great for the holidays. So
Yes,
it's
it
just
is.
really fun. Everybody loves the little collars are wired, so they just.
You have a lot of seasonal things, don't you? If it's Thanksgiving, you have stuff. If it's Christmas, if you
Yes,
have New
we do.
Year's, if you have Easter.
Right. It's really hard in November when you haven't had Thanksgiving to know that you have to put Christmas out. I'm still getting in the swing of it, but
I still
It
think
works.
it's September, so you're home free. And here,
this is great. This is also Samuel Dong, and these outfits are so wonderful that they're just kicky little skirts with a little bit of crinoline or netting underneath the end, and you can wear it fancy and with some jewelry that comes from France, or you can wear it with your blue jean jacket and your cowboy boots, and you know.
and you have them.
Yeah, you betcha.
We've got towels here, I see. Susie, eat, drink and remarry. Are these the ones we were talking about earlier?
These were the ones we were talking about earlier. This is just a bigger collection of them. People love to give them for gifts or put them in their vacation homes. So they all have a message, so they're pretty cute. So.
Do you have T-shirts that say special things like the towels?
No, we don't. We carry hats that say Lake Bluff on the
On the
cap,
crown, yeah.
and we have some Lake Bluff T-shirts that we always
4th of
try
July.
for the 4th of July.
Sure,
Yeah. So,
they're out front.
yes, exactly. And over
Do you
here,
have a men's department?
We do.
You're gonna take me to it right now?
I'm going to take you to it right now.
I don't want to blink and miss it.
Well, you could blink and miss it. I have lots of friends who wear bow ties. And so I thought that it would be appropriate for me to carry ties for men, because women are always asking, you know, what they can give their husbands or fathers for gifts, and the kids come in looking for things. And so I thought it would be kind of fun to have just a little section so the guys, when their wives are browsing, would have something to look at too.
And they can say, honey, will you help me tie this tie that you got for me at Voila?
Exactly.
Are you going to have a gazebo tie?
I am. I have just designed a gazebo tie, and it should be in before Christmas. I designed it in a brighter blue with a white gazebo on it. So it's not in Christmas colors, but there will be Christmas ties as well.
It'll be good all year long.
Yes.
4th of July, the whole thing.
We have whiskey rocks for the gentlemen who like their alcohol neat, and they want a little chill to it, so they freeze the rocks and you put it in the glass.
And Cubs glasses.
Links. We have cufflinks, Cubs and Sox glasses. So this helps, you know, satisfy that need.
But tell us about these pictures on the wall.
These are great gifts and wonderful accents for your home. They're called language art, and we have stock words that we use. These live, create, think, wish. You can custom make them so that you can have your own name. Do
you have an alphabet, or do I order my name in advance?
You would order it in advance.
And Susie, what do we have here?
This cupboard has patty wax candles, playing cards. We have wonderful little glass dishes to hold soap, or just to sit and be decorative on a table. We have fun little books that are great gifts for you know, stocking stuffers or just birthday presents. They're all gifts. I mean, books that actually, you know, thank you. What's next? You make the difference. You know, they're all personal. And we have beautiful pashminas, and those are just matches that came from the company.
I thought it was patty wax, and it's in a small box.
Just little matches to go with the candles. And if we go in the other room, I can show you other candles that we have.
There are candles here, and I see as we come around there that we have glasses?
We have lots of reading glasses.
Spectacles.
And, yes, but they're all reading glasses, and even sunglasses for when you're on vacation or if it's the summer at the beach.
And your collection of collectibles?
We have great CDs, all kinds of different rock and roll, classical,
Buckthorn?
jazz, Buckthorns. Yeah, the Buckthorns.
And you mentioned candles before. I see more here. Why don't you show us what you have?
We have the root candles, and they are also purchased according to the season. So this, you will see our fall collection rolling into winter, and then they will change to more pastels, you know, early in the spring.
Seasonal candles.
Seasonal candles, yes. And we have all kinds of little fun gifts: luggage tags, key rings.
What are the ribbons? Purses. What do you do with the ribbons?
The ribbons I have collected they're all from France, and we use them to wrap our packages. People buy them to trim blue jean jackets, to hang pictures, to you know, tie their own packages. They're accent pieces. So
and we're back to the necklaces.
Back to the jewelry, and you know, this cupboard we have our sale items. So anything hanging in here is 40% off, and we try to keep merchandise moving so that we can always have room for the new. We have Votivo candles. We have Baudelaire soaps. We have, I don't know, just have it all. We have it all, Tom.
Well, Susie, you certainly do have it all, but I do want to know one more thing. That is, where do your customers come from?
Oh boy, they come from as far as Barrington, Chicago, Wisconsin. We have quite a few. Libertyville, Deerfield, Highland Park, just all over. A lot of women come from the base, and there is also a group that comes from the medical school north of us in North Chicago.
So you're a destination for those people.
Yes, sir, we are.
And they come and have lunch and then shop the shops of Lake Bluff on Scranton. So it's R&R in Lake Bluff, restaurants and retail.
You bet. And it's been very good for us to have the new restaurant there. It's, you know, been a real boost to business.
Well, then if I have never been here and I'm watching this show, where am I going to go? What's your address, phone number, and hours?
We're at 53 East Scranton in Lake Bluff, Illinois. Our phone number is 847-482-1700, and our hours are 10-ish to 5-ish. Sometimes we're late.
Every day?
Every day.
Not Sunday?
No, Sunday we're closed.
So
But,
Monday through Saturday?
Monday through Saturday.
10-ish or so?
And a lot of times we'll stay late to work. Liz stays late much more often than I do. But if we're here, we're open. So we will always accommodate anyone who walks through the door.
Well, let's hope they're watching, and thank you very much for being with us today, Susie. Now I'm trapped behind a display, and here's another one.
Thank you very much.
It's a lot of fun.